Let's be honest. Everybody knows what R. Kelly did was wrong. But how the saying goes, those without sin should cast the first stone. Now, I don't condone what he did. He's accused, matter of fact, he's convicted of doing whatever they accuse him of doing with underage women. And I look at shit of the person that is living in the glass house shouldn't throw stones. You know, and I know, shit like this been going on for years. But it seems when shit's about to hit the fan, they use superstars or black people that are famous to take the first bullets for the quote-unquote cause. This is D-Rel. This is Rel's Rants Reloaded, and I'm going to tell you what R. Kelly should have did. Now, like I said, I don't condone what he did. Married Aaliyah, did nasty stuff. Look, we all knew. I remember I was in a strip club in New York City. I forgot the name of the damn strip club. It's where Eve used to strip. But at the time, she was with the Rough Riders. She wasn't stripping there anymore. Strip club in the Bronx. DJ K. Slay was DJing there, I want to say every Wednesday. And the R. Kelly tape came out. And literally, they were selling this R. Kelly tape for about $50 a VHS tape. They put the VHS tape on the big screen. And mind you, this is, like the early 2000s, 90s, 2000s. Time sat still. The strippers stopped dancing. The daggone customers stopped tipping. Motherfuckers stopped playing pool. And everybody looked at that damn tape. We knew that was him. We knew. But we ain't do nothing then. Now, when Lifetime comes out with this documentary, and I don't know what they came out with the documentary for, because it wasn't to get justice. It wasn't to help the people that were victims. It was for ratings. It wasn't to help the people like they acting like they was helping. It wasn't for that. Let's just be honest. Lifetime don't give a damn about black women. Lifetime don't give a damn about black people. You only get 2 strikes. You don't get 3 strikes in your eye. You only get 2 strikes as a successful black man. Same shit happened to O.J. Simpson. Now, O.J. Simpson got acquitted for murdering his wife. That was strike 1. You got away with it. When you get away with it the first time, you are supposed to lay low. Then when he went through that shit in Vegas and like attempt robbery, that's when they hit him. That's when it was, okay, it's time to pay the piper. You already struck out the first time. Now you're striking out twice. 2 strikes, that's it. You got to sit. This was R. Kelly's second time. The first time, with that daggone sex tape, they almost got him. And this is how this country works. It's like they say you get your day in court. Nobody gets their day in court. Unless you got some money, you have a fighting chance of getting your day in court. But if you ain't got no money, nah, that shit don't work. See, the first time, he paid all those lawyers, had all those, the legal team. He had like the Johnny Cochran team. He had the super team. He had lawyers in his, working for him that was going to make sure that as long as he paid what he needed to pay, he was going to get off. I'm not no daggone licensed professional, but I know if I look at a movie, or I know if I look at Star Wars or Lord of the Rings, the actors who are in there are the actors who are playing. You're not going to tell me that if I watch Back to the Future, that's not Michael J. Fox. The same way you're not going to tell me that that bitch that got peed on didn't get peed on by R. Kelly. Dudes got to start getting smart. And I'm not saying this to say you need to go out and start fucking with young chicks and then when you're about to get caught, do what I'm about to tell you to do. Nah, if you fuck with young chicks, you're going to have to pay the price. And It's funny that a lot of these women that seen the Surviving R. Kelly tape or the special, I guarantee you some of those chicks were girls back then that were the same girls that were being picked up by the local drug dealer when they was little 15, 16-year-old little hot ass, and then the 19, 20, 25, 30-year-old dude who had money in an apartment and gave you a place to cut school. Let's not act like, you know, you wasn't part of the problem. But now people got older. Like I said on a Facebook post, a lot of these chicks got older, a lot of these chicks got fat, a lot of these chicks are single mothers, a lot of these chicks have a gaggle of kids in tow, and now they're like, oh, this is wrong, but you did the same shit. It's like the parents of some of the accused people that said R. Kelly did this, R. Kelly did that to my daughter, he kidnapped her, he wouldn't. You took the money. You just as wrong. But I digress. What wealthy black people need to start doing. Look. It was Bill Cosby. They got him. He stood his ground. They made him sit for a while, and they knew they didn't have anything on him. The first time, like I said, look, there is a pattern. The first time, Bill Cosby got acquitted for everything. The second time, they got him. It's 2 strikes and you're out for black people. They was going to go after Russell Simmons next. And you know what Russell Simmons did? Got the fuck on. Went to Bali. No extradition. You can't touch me if you wanted to. When R. Kelly, when that Surviving R. Kelly shit came on TV, matter of fact, when that Surviving R. Kelly shit was going through the commercial phase and it was about to come on, he should have racked up all his assets, sold everything, and took his ass to Bali. Motherfuckers is too comfortable. Black people, black men especially, cannot get a fair trial in this country. Did he do that shit? Yeah, he did that shit. But you need to look outside the box and see that there's a pattern. There's no 3-strike rule. Y'all worried about Biden and the daggone 3-strike rule, or who was that, the Clinton administration with the 3-strike rule and all of this bull. There's no 3 strikes when it comes to black men with wealth. At the end of the day, R. Kelly was doing the same thing that Hugh Hefner was doing. R. Kelly's in prison right now. Woody Allen is still a free man. Woody Allen literally molested his adopted daughter, then married her. Little Woody Allen literally molested his biological daughter. And I think that's his biological daughter. If you go to HBO, watch Allen versus Farrell. They literally have this young girl at the time when it happened, she's an adult now, saying that he touched me in my no-no area. This man is still walking around. So when people come online and they say, oh, R. Kelly deserved that, R. Kelly deserved this, look, that shit been going on for years. R. Kelly was a peon in that game. But it seems like they have to sacrifice a black man in order to keep things going in a smooth way. Because when you got the guy from the 2 Corys, what is it, Corey Feldman, when he's on TV in multiple channels saying, yo, Michael Jackson ain't touch no kids. That wasn't Michael Jackson's MO. When they put me into the LAPD headquarters and I told them who was doing the touching, all they cared about was Michael Jackson. All of a sudden, they don't want to indict other people because those people are powerful, movers and shakers. But when he was about to come out with his own documentary exposing who was doing what, who was touching who was doing this and who was doing that, all of a sudden, he gets attacked in broad daylight, stabbed up. People that know. Now, R. Kelly is about to pull a Tekashi 5'9", and you know what? At this point, you got to play the cards that you got to play the card that you got. I'm not advocating snitching, but if it's going to go down, let it go down. If he knows who's been doing what, because it's always been allegations in the music industry. See, the music industry is a small thing when it comes to daggone the shit that R.Kelly was doing. See, R.Kelly was doing that shit with girls. The music industry, a lot of these dudes was touching boys. Don't make it no better. But a lot of these dudes will be put on blast and outed as perverted homosexuals. Some of these moguls, a lot of these dudes, these moguls, the CEOs are very questionable. But like I said, when shit like this happens to black people, motherfuckers need to get the fuck on. You need to stack your bread and get going. Look at the porn star Jake Steed. Something happened with him and his wife, and he was about to go to trial or, you know, probably get smacked. Mind you, he's a porn star. He's nobody super famous. He's a porn star. You know what the fuck he did? He got his passport and got the fuck on. Sometimes you need to pack your bags and leave. Stop thinking that you have a fighting chance in this country. You don't. They don't care about you. You make them money, and then when it's your time, they fight you legally, make you get these lawyers, exasperate all your funds. They'll let you win that one. Then they pull out that trump card, hit you again, draw 4, motherfucker. Back in court, you ain't got no money. You can't afford that defense team that you had because you been fighting a daggone trial for the past 8 years. Then 4 years later, you back in court. You ain't got no money. The residuals ain't hitting like that. They got the cancel culture. They stop playing your music on the radio. They take off your daggone YouTube channel. You got no residual incomes coming in. Then you finished. That's when they got you. Everybody starts suing you. Everybody starts saying you ain't shit. All the people that you done paid and had on your team and in your entourage, everybody start heading for the hills. Everybody start making deals. Everybody start shitting on you. Again, I'm not condoning what R.Kelly did. I'm just bringing it to the forefront. This is how the United States justice system works. It's not just. Rails Rants Reloaded. Like, subscribe, share. When the goings gets tough, you better have enough money to get the fuck on. Because when they coming for you, you'll know. Don't think it's sweet. I know people personally that didn't do crimes and thought that the justice system was going to be in their favor, and they blew fucking trial, and it wound up messing up their whole goddamn life and their career. Now they got to do some other side hustle shit because what they tried to do, they couldn't do it no more. They came out from jail. The world had changed. They wasn't relevant. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.